How's it going, everyone? Welcome to sort of the week 9, but also last week before spring break. So just get everything done now, and then you can have a nice, good spring break in the future here, near future, next week. So I just epic essays. That's kind of on my mind. Hopefully, it's on your mind a little bit as well. Turn those in by Friday. But I do want to say, if you turn them in for Friday, you can just go on your merry way, spring breaking. If you need a little bit extra time, I'm okay if it takes you to Sunday on that as well. I probably won't look at them until Monday. So, but just do look over the guidelines there. Look over my notes. I gave everybody feedback who submitted a draft. It should be in your discussion group under your draft submission. My comment should be there. So take a look at those before you complete your final draft. Your final draft, just a few quick things. Try to keep it around 1,000 pages. You need to have at least 3 direct quotes from your epic itself, and they need to be cited correctly. And so those direct quotes from the epic, again, I mean, they should, most of them will probably be in the cultural significance section, as examples of the points you're trying to make. So make sure they're cited correctly. And again, that just shows me you're engaging with the epic, thinking it through, finding examples. So make sure those are there. On your final drafts, look at the grading rubric that kind of breaks down how I'll be evaluating your epic essays. So take a look at those as well. Well, let's see. I think that's all in all my notes. Friday, Sunday. Comments, 3 citations, grading rubrics. So that's that. If you have any questions about your epic essay between now and then, let me know. Happy to answer those questions. Quizzes from last week, I updated them. I know Lamaku marked some wrong. I think I checked all those, but do double check. I mean, if mainly in the fill in the blank, there is where some of the errors were, but I'm pretty sure I got them all. But if I didn't, please email me. I'll fix them. Sorry about that, but I did go read back through those and review them. And then this week, kind of the information for this week, talking about the Silk Road. I mean, from this point onwards of world history, the Silk Road is this transmission of people, products, and ideas that will continue throughout the rest of the world and really shape world history. We see that in in the products. I mean, it's called the Silk Road. I gave a video about how silk was made to sort of, it was a very prized item. It was very light, easy to trade. And again, I gave a map, like each sort of a node of trade, right? With sort of China to the Central Asia. That's where a lot of transactions went, and then Central Asia to the Middle East, South Asia as well, and then sort of the Middle East, Iran, Mesopotamia to the Mediterranean worlds, right? So that's kind of how they play over and overlap there. So it's goods that are trading, merchants and their ideas. We talked about the spread of Buddhism. Xuanzang is a good example of that. I updated Gandharan, a little section on Gandharan manuscripts that I forgot that a friend of mine had made this really nice story map about Gandharan Buddhist scrolls. So those are early ancient Buddhist, some of the earliest Buddhist texts we have that were composed in this language of Gandhari, and they've been recently found last 20-25 years. They've been unearthed in these pots, and people, myself included, help to read those, translate those, and then publish those. So a very exciting kind of new field of Buddhist studies. And then Silk Road. And then the last section there is about the Byzantine Empire, this 1,000-year long sort of era of the Romans. And the Byzantines consider themselves a Roman Empire. They just shifted their capital from Rome to Constantinople by Constantine, and then ruled over much of the Eastern Mediterranean. The big thing there is this is also where Christianity becomes legalized. So that's another main point as well. Constantine legalized Christianity and actually converts to Christianity himself. And then the later Byzantine rulers, all kind of this Caesaropopism, become sort of these divine rulers of Christendom, all the way up in about 1000 CE, where then you have this first major divide of Christianity, where those sort of Eastern Orthodox, where Constantinople and the rulers in the Church of Constantinople was the center, and then another group of people who saw the Pope and Rome as the center of the Christian faith, and that's sort of the first divergence of those. So I think that's about it with the information. Looking forward. I'll read over your epic essays over spring break and get it back to you. And have a good break.